Alright guys, and welcome back to the channel. You are watching The Small Chef 11. So today guys, we are going to be talking about why is food sometimes very greasy when you get it. For example, your french fries are extra greasy and you can actually taste that nasty grease. Well, let's find out. Alright guys, so when you go to your restaurant, your favorite restaurant, sometimes the food comes out a little greasy. And why is that? That's because when you go there, they're not changing the fryer oil. Or they are, but it's just not that day yet. Usually gets changed once a week to twice a week. Now, let me explain what happens when oil gets used. You know how you buy it at the store, it's nice and good color, it's yellow or clear, looking. You can see through it, looks very nice. That's how it starts out in restaurants as well. And then we put it in our fryers and we start using stuff and it starts getting darker. And then it turns like a lighter golden brown. And then at that point, that's when it starts to get a little older. But it's still good, we can use it. Then to know if it's starting to get old is when it's in the fryer and there's a little bit of smoke coming off of it. But our fryer's always set at 350. What happens is the oil's getting old and it's just kind of burning in there a little bit. And this starts looking more of a black color instead of a brown color. And what happens is when it turns to that point, when it starts smoking like that and you can't see through the oil, it's not brown anymore. What happens is the grease starts cooking into the food. When you're cooking food in French fry oil, what happens is the food is being cooked by an air method. What that means is the food is not being cooked with the grease inside of it. The grease cooks around the food, all the way around it. And that's called an air cooking method. It's a little different. You think it'd be called something else, but it is an air cooking method. And with that, it will cook it and you shouldn't taste any grease on it. When you pull it out, shake it a little bit, get that excess grease off of there, and it'll taste really good. You shouldn't have any grease flavor to it. But when that oil gets old, what happens is it starts seeping into the food. It starts not cooking around it because it's old. And then it seeps into the food, and that's how you get greasy food. That's how you get greasy french fries, onion rings, anything that's fried will be extra greasy and nasty. And what happens also is it makes the food a darker color as well. So let's say you get some french fries that look pretty dark. You're like, oh wow, these look really crispy. They're not that crispy. And they're kind of a little soggy because, again, that grease seeped into the food, so that makes it a little soggy. Plus, it might not be cooked all the way like it should be because it looks extra brown. Or it could look like it's burnt, and it's not, though. It's just the color of the food. Now, the thing is also is the cleaning. Now, like I said, they can clean it, once a week, twice a week, however many times they need to clean it. And some restaurants will go a few weeks without cleaning it because they're so cheap about it. And it just makes for some nasty food. But if you're going to a good restaurant, they usually clean it as often as they should. And again, you just can't say, oh, you have to clean it every 3 days. Oh, you have to clean it every so often. If you go to that restaurant, they'll say, yes, we clean it every other day because they use it a lot. Maybe if you go to a different restaurant, they clean it every week because they don't use the fryer as much. It just depends on the volume you're putting into your fryer. And they do have to clean it. And if they don't, you will get greasy food. Alright guys, so that is it. And if you guys like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're stopping in for the first time, please hit that subscribe button right over there. And if you're watching this on Facebook, please hit that blue button right up above. It helped me out so much. And you guys have an awesome day.